Hi, I'm Cameron Whitcomb, and welcome to the Permanent Rain Press.
Hi everyone, it's Chloe with the Permanent Rain Press, and today I am so happy to be joined by Cameron Whitcomb. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking the time. I know it's a really exciting time for you, which we'll get into in just a moment. But it's so nice to see someone from British Columbia on the show. I know you said in other interviews you've already been recognized back home in Kamloops. So have you reached like local celebrity status?
I, I, I don't know. I think so, kind of. I mean, it's pretty hard to wrap my head around, but I am getting noticed everywhere, and it seems like I've gotten tons of support from British Columbia and whatnot. It seems like I'm on all the major news stations in BC and all that. It's pretty crazy. It's like I get even in LA, like I'm in LA right now, and I've gotten recognized like 3 times, right? And it's pretty cool. I'm loving it. So I don't know if I'd call myself a celebrity.
Maybe you're getting there. I think it's like it will take a while to sink in, but you're originally from Nanaimo, which is where Lauren Spencer Smith is from, who was on season 18 of the show. Have you had a chance to connect with her at all?
Totally. I mean, going into the show, when I found out I was going to be on the show, I called her immediately because we were actually buddies. Like we were friends, and I was like, "Hey, what was your experience with the show?" She's like, "Yeah, um, getting a golden ticket's awesome, and then Hollywood Week, that's a whole nother level, and like that's a whole nother thing. It's definitely stressful, but yeah, but I made it through. So, yeah, she's super cool. Give me tons of like insight and how the competition might have been. And yeah, so I got to thank her for that a little bit.
Definitely nice to get some advice from an alum, and she's killing it right now with her single, Fingers
Killing
Crossed.
it,
Yeah.
killing it.
How has your family reacted to all of this?
My family is off the walls. I mean, I don't know if you've seen yet, but my brother got a tattoo, the American Idol logo tattooed on his body. It was like a bet we had. It was like if I made it top 24, he had to get it done. And then he went the extra mile and made it. Like, dude, it was a 6 hour tattoo. It's his entire butt cheek, man. Oh my god. And it has my signature under it. It's pretty funny. So the family is loving it, loving the American Idol. My grandparents are off the walls right now, bragging about their grandkid. But yeah, no, it's cool.
I saw that on your TikTok. I was gonna ask, was that legitimate? And I think I found my answer.
Oh yeah, it's real. Yeah, it was a 6 hour tattoo, and I paid for it. So it was,
It's one
yeah,
of those
good time.
things where I feel like you say to your brother now, you can't bet against me. Like I'm going all
No,
the way.
yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't think either of us thought I was gonna make it top 24, and and yeah, I did. So yeah, he's in that case. So yeah, that's
Well,
pretty
we're
funny.
happy to see it, and he's true to his word. Tell me, I wanted to cycle back to your beginnings. Like, when did your passion for music start?
I was always a drummer, right? Like I always played drums, but in terms of singing, I wasn't a very good singer, right? Um, not until like I don't know, like August last year, where I still wasn't the greatest singer in the world, but I kind of found my voice listening to like country music and stuff. That's kind of where my voice was sounded good at, right? And then yeah, I started like setting up my camera after work and doing like karaoke and stuff and then posted videos. And then someone, a casting agent, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be on the show. And my singing journey has pretty much started with American Idol. I've always loved music, of course, right? And played drums lots, and um, I love it. But singing is past little bit here.
Aside from Tyler Childers, like, who are some of your other major influences and inspirations in sound?
I love all music, right? And it seems like I go through like these phases where I'll listen to like right now, so into Bob Dylan. Like a few months ago, strictly Johnny Cash, Black Sabbath, you know what I mean? Like Led Zeppelin. Like I'll just go through and just find these bands and then just like eat at them until it's like, okay, I gotta find something new. But I always like, I listen to Nirvana. Like I love Nirvana. Coulter Wall's really good too. And I just love music, man. It seems like I'm just trying to pick little things from artists that I like and just kind of run with it a little bit and see where I go.
I think just listening to your performances, like you can hear the country, but as you mentioned, like your voice is laced with like old soul and rock and roll. So you could go in so many different directions. I know your
Totally.
singing journey has just kind of started, but have you already started thinking about original music or songwriting? Is that like a future goal of yours?
Yeah. See, the thing about that is I would love to make some music and stuff. And it just seems like, man, like I'm trying to teach myself how to play guitar because I'm just having a hard time like picking up an instrumental or something or writing. Like it just seems like I'm so new to it, and I just need to learn. I just need to learn how to write. It's kind of a learning thing. I'd like to hanging out with all these musicians that I've been hanging out with. The rest of the top 20. That it's like, yeah, it's like I'm just trying to pick their brains, see how they write and whatnot. And it seems like I just need to pick up like playing guitar or something and go with that. I mean, maybe write with someone. Maybe I just need a writer. I'm good at singing. Just get someone to write for me. But I don't know.
I think it's something that it's still early on, so you have lots of time to think about it and grow as an artist and a musician. You have been working with a vocal coach back home, Sabrina Weeks. So
Yeah,
can you tell me specifically what she's been helping you with?
everything. I mean, when I got my golden ticket. I called up Sabrina Weeks and I was like, I just need to learn how to sing. And immediately, like I saw improvement in the first week. You know what I mean? Like totally. Like it wasn't hurting when I sang anymore. Like it was just like stuff that it just made sense. A lot of it made more sense. I was willing to try more risky stuff with my voice. I had no idea how to do a run, and I kind of learned how. And so now I'm more comfortable with my voice. It was just like everything I was doing needed work, and she just got me to kind of where I am today. So yeah, shout out Sabrina Weeks. We love her. She's cool.
And it's nice to like have someone to help fine tune, something that might be there, but you need it like to be brought out more. It's talking about Idol, it's been a wild ride so far. We saw the fake out in the top 24 reveal where they told you were not in their top 25. So I wanted to know, like, what were you feeling in that moment? Were you fooled by what they said?
Oh my God. I had it was the worst then. I had my whole family like waiting to hear the good news. My dad was so sure I was making it top 24. Like, and when she said that, like I wasn't worried about not getting in the top 24. You know what I mean? I was proud of myself regardless. Of course I wanted to make it, but it was like I was more disappointed. I was like oh man, just everything sank in me because I was like, I didn't want to go tell my parents that had been that were sure I was making it, that I wasn't gonna make it, and oh my God, just the worst. But yeah, but I made it. And, yeah,
I
no, it
think you
was
handled
totally
it
got me.
pretty well though in terms of what they showed. Like there were some pretty painful ones. Your friend Fritz Hager got one where they said they didn't put him in the top 24, and you could
Oh my
also see
God. They
I'm
did
sure
it
you
to everyone. It was torture, man. It was
and like
torture.
no one knew that there would continuously be this whole fake out expecting something like that.
Yeah, dude, it was the worst. I Because they do stuff like that all the time, but they did it so well this time, like so well. Like, nah, totally got me. Totally got me. I thought it was done. Um, but which felt even better when I found out. I was top 24. So
Yeah,
it's
pretty
crazy.
emotional moments, but you're just happy to be there. What has been your favorite performance of yours so far?
I like my showstopper. Um, I like my showstopper the best. I think that's where I sound like I really kind of came around. I think, Hawaii, I could have done better vocally. I mean, I still had a really good time, but I think I could focus that energy and make it more, make everything a little bit more fine. You know what I mean? Like I can sing better than that. And and there's lots of stuff I take after each show, and I'm like, I can do better. Yeah, and that's just part of doing this stuff. Like, you're always thinking you could have done better than what you did, right? So, but I like my show stuff the best.
What was it like working with Tristan for duets at Hollywood Week? Because was it
Yeah,
like what we saw? You played off each other so well.
yeah, the guy's a legend. So basically, when I met him, like, he's a really talented musician, right? Like, he's ultra experienced in this stuff, and he basically got partnered up together. And he goes, I'm like, I told him right off the bat, I'm like, I got no idea how to harmonize, and he was like, bro, don't even worry about it. You take the lead. I'll do the harmonies. We'll just figure it out, and we'll make it happen. And it's all good. We'll just, like, he was just so positive about the whole thing all the time. And it was just, it was like, he's, amazing. And yeah, I'm stoked. We got to work together. People keep saying we should go on tour. I think that's a fantastic idea.
Maybe post Idol, put that on the bucket list.
Totally, I'd love to.
As long as you come to Canada as well. It would have to be in North America.
That's a fantastic idea. Yeah, definitely. That kid will be so stoked too. Like, I think he's 18 now. We'll go to Alberta, buy him his first beer or something. Yeah.
Do the like bull riding, stuff like that.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
So your performance in Hawaii, I wanted to talk about, you mentioned you could have maybe done better vocally. You look like you had a lot of fun out there. Your mentor, BB Rexa, did not look very impressed that you didn't take her advice on the mic stand. Tell me about your decisions for that performance.
Yeah, I could have done that. Probably should have taken the mic stand. The thing is, I had a really good time. It's just my nerves get a hold of me, and it's like, I'm just like, God, bring it all out at once. And I think I could have done better. I think, but I like people like the energy. People seem to really like the energy, but I think I can focus that energy more. You know what I mean? Make it look not so spastic. But I'm just learning, and I'm just each time I go out there, it's just I'm just trying to get better and better. And so, yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, no, BB Rexa, super cool. Yeah, it was great working with her. Probably should have listened to her. But I guess.
I like that you're taking it as a learning experience, because no one, knows who they are right away. So that's the whole part of this idol journey, specifically with the judges' comments. Like, how have they helped you as an artist?
Tons. Yeah, no, I mean, every time I'm like, except that it's the worst, because like I have taken everything everybody's given me, and I've like literally taken it and like I like 100%, like I've tried to use it and get better and better. And that time I just I don't know why I didn't use the mic, because it caught me off guard. The guy was like, mic stand or no mic stand, and I'd been so used to not using a mic stand that I was like, okay, no mic stand. I'm just gonna and then when I got out on stage, I saw the crowd, and I was like, oh man, everyone's looking up at me. And I did a backflip to start the show, and then, which was probably my demise, because I ran out of breath like near the end of the song. I couldn't even sing, but it was, I had fun, and I just yeah.
What's special is your parents also got to be there though, and make the trip with you. So it must have been nice having them around.
Totally, yeah. It was amazing having my parents there. I don't think they'd ever seen me perform, so it was nice having them there. Yeah, my dad was just stoked the whole time. He was smiling, and yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm happy they were there.
Your signature move is the backflip. At what age did you master it?
I don't know. I must have been 11 or 12 or something, and my little brother Spencer could do it. And anything your little brother does, obviously you need to do, right? Like, can't let your little brother have anything. And so I just started doing them, and I just did them till I stopped hurting myself. You know what I mean?
The contestants you mentioned earlier, the friendships you've made, how instant have those connections been?
Oh yeah, I mean, you spend 12 hours a day to 14 hours a day in a holding room with anyone and you're bound to be close with them. Like, you know what I mean? And I love, and it's not just because of that, like we really click, right? Like the thing about it is we're all trauma bonding. You know what I mean? Like we're all so stressed out all the time. And that little bit of like love we're getting from each, like it makes it all worth it, right? Like, you know, being able to spend that much time with these people, like, you know, and I seriously, I consider, you know, top 20, like top 24, all my family, you know, even a lot of people in the Hollywood league that, you know, I miss, man. Like it's crazy how close you can get with someone in such a short amount of time, because you're all going through the same stuff. You all know what each other are going through, right? So it's yeah.
What are some things you'd like to do together on your days off or in your downtime?
On our downtime, man, music still. It's funny, like it's like it should be our day to just be by ourselves, but it's like, but still we want to hang out with each other. And so, you know, anything there is to do in the area, I don't know how, but I managed to spend so much money while here. And it's pretty funny. Yeah, go home with a credit card bill. I love it.
Well, I'm glad to hear you've been having a good time. I know there's a lot of Instagram lives going on, performing music together. But Idol is a really big show, big production, hair, makeup, a lot of moving parts and people. Have you gotten used to the bright lights?
Not yet. I haven't gotten you. Well, I mean, like I've done the American Idol stuff a bit now. I know what's going on now. You know what I mean? Like I know, like I'm kind of used to it now, but still, it's like, I mean, I don't think anybody could get used to it. Like it's pretty chaotic, and I love it. It's fun.
Well, it is an adjustment you're still going to have to make as you have made the top 20. So congratulations on that news.
Yeah,
To
thank you
know
so much.
that you have people in America voting for you and rooting for you, what has that meant?
Yeah, no, it's I can't believe it. You know, Canadians can't vote, which I thought might have been my downfall, but that hasn't seemed to matter. You know, I think the Americans like me, and I think yeah, yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. I don't want to go home yet. As much as I love Canada, I don't want to go home. Right, I want to stay here. And I want to pursue this and just yeah, just make the most out of this, right? And so.
Back home in Kamloops, you do work long hours, Trans Mountain pipeline expansion as a motorcycle mechanic, so pretty hard labor. Did you always have interest in these industries like coming out of school?
Yeah, so I've always been like blue collar, right? Same with my dad, and he's been a logger forever, and same with my brothers and whatnot. Like we work really hard, right? Like I had a job like legally since I was 14, right? And so I've always been working, and you know, always, that's just kind of where I saw my life going. It's with I wasn't very good in school. You know what I mean? I graduated, but I wasn't great in school, and that's just kind of seems like where our life would have gone, right? My life would have gone. I probably, you know, if it wasn't for this, I'd be still working on the pipeline, still just, you know, and but you know, I don't mind it. Like I don't mind working hard. I don't mind working long hours, and you know, it doesn't bother me. But I'd much rather do this, right?
Yeah, and you have said entertainment is the dream, whether that is making music or you even through acting into the ring. So if you were to venture into acting, are there any specific genres, series, or characters whose world you'd like to step into?
I would try anything. Honestly, I'm at the point in my life where anything offered to me, I'll probably take, because I want to try everything, right? I want to make this my career, and I want to learn how to do that, right? Like I just this is the time in my life to do all those stuff. That any role you want to, I'll try. Like, you know, so I'm pretty excited for the future. It's kind of.
I see you in like a coming of age kind of comedy
Yeah.
thing. I could see that for sure. What are some of your favorite movies or TV shows?
Oh man, my favorite family movie, like that me and my family watch forever. Talladega Nights. greatest movie of all time. But I also, man, like, man, I really love Peaky Blinders right now. Jim Carrey movies are always awesome. Will Ferrell's hilarious. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I don't know.
absolute legends in the industry for sure.
Totally.
As we wrap things up here, I want you to give a shout out to some of your favorite places. Like if someone were to visit Kamloops, what are some of your favorite places to visit or to eat at?
If you go to Kamloops, right beside the Costco, there's a place called Barnes Harley Davidson Kamloops. Great group of people. I used to work there for a while. I love them all there. Seriously, really good customer service. And great motorcycles, and yeah, go say hi. Also, I really like where do I go? I love Earl's. I go to Earl's all the time. I spend so much money at Earl's. I don't know why I'm giving a shout out to Earl's, but you guys cook an unreal steak, and I love it. So I go to Earl's.
I was gonna say you're missing the Earls out in LA, though I'm sure there's a lot of other food options for you.
Yeah.
And on the topic of food, our signature question for you, if you could be any ice cream flavor, which would you be and why?
Oh man, it's a good one. I'm really taking this right now. Vanilla, because you could do anything with it at all times. You know what I mean? You could turn vanilla into anything. It's just the base for growth.
I like that answer. Thank you so much, Cameron, for taking the time to chat. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Pleasure talking to you.
Make sure to catch Cameron on American Idol Sundays and Mondays on ABC, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.